Hello, this is Marissa from Mer is a Mom. If you are new, welcome, and if you're already a subscriber and if you've seen some of my videos, welcome back. Today's video is a little bit different. I'm going to be baking. So for those that know me, I'm not a baker. I watched Nailed It and I'm like, man, I could so be on that because I want to be this like suburban mom that makes stuff and, you know, super crafty and whatever, but I'm not. Well, we will see how this goes. I feel like I should be dressed up because I'm doing a Halloween themed cake. Give me 1 second. Much better. Hey Mondo, come here. Look at, we're matching. There. Matching. Look at, I'm a doggy like you. I don't know if he's a fan. So for today's video, I'm making a cake for my son's birthday. His birthday is actually next week, like the beginning of November. However, we are going down to LA, so we won't be here for his birthday. So instead, I'm gonna have a Halloween themed birthday party for him and some of his cousins are coming over. It's not gonna be really big. What I wanted to do was bake a cake. This is the inspiration behind the cake. Whether or not we're gonna get there, I don't know. Wish me luck. I'm using these cakes, just normal Betty Crockers, the rainbow bit cakes. I'm not a baker. If you want to be a crafty mom like me, we can just cheat a little bit and use an already pre-made cake mix and just add in the right stuff. Let's get started on this cake. I'm going to be using 2 cake mixes. I'm going to make them separately, so I'll show you the first one as the second one is going to look the exact same as the first, so I'm not going to bother showing that. Psych! Forgot to take the tab out. Can you tell that we don't really use vegetable oil that much? I absolutely had to have one of these mixers last year. Honestly though, I'm not sure why I bought it because I barely ever bake and use it. As Tavon would say, it's probably one of my impulse buys, but it is awesome for when I do need to use it. When I am using the mixer, I like to use a spatula to push the batter towards the beaters. It just scrapes the bottom of the bowl and it makes sure that there's no batter stuck to it, and it just gets everything through the beater so it is getting mixed up. If you are a baker, you're probably noticing a huge mistake that I am making right now, but I will address that later. Alright, so I'm done making the cakes and I didn't spill a whole lot, so I'm pretty proud of myself. The oven's preheated. I turned it on, as you guys may have saw me like sneak over because I realized I had to preheat it. It says to put it in for 24 to 29 minutes for 2 9-inch round pans. So I'll put it in, I think, I'll check it at like 22 minutes just in case because I don't want them to burn. I'm going to put these in the oven and I'm going to go do a little bit of work. And then I will let them sit for a bit to let them cool down so that I can ice them today as well. I will let you guys go and then I will come back in a little bit. So I just came to check on my cakes really quickly. And what have I done? I think I filled them a little too much. We've got a quick cake update. We still rising. No spilling. I finally understand why it says you can use 2 round 9-inch pans. You're supposed to split it between the pans. You're supposed to split one box between the pans. Instead of having a double-decker cake, we might have a quadruple-decker. Yeah, we'll see. But if you do this at home, just use one box for 2 smaller cake pans, or just make one giant cake, just put it in one and just cut it as you need it. Learn from my mistake. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm such a clown. These big papas might take a little while to cool down, so I'll be back in a few hours when they're cooled and we will start icing them. The cakes have been sitting now for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and they seem pretty cool. So I bought this platter at the dollar store. So the cake is on its little platter. This is the frosting that I'm going to use. Just the whipped fluffy white. All right, so I got the white icing on the cake. I'm gonna put black icing on and do the spider webs. I'm using this cookie icing. I just got it at Walmart. You put it in the microwave for 15 to 20 seconds. I'm gonna wing this and start with the spider web. So that actually wasn't too bad. The icing was really warm. As I started going with it, I got better at using it, whereas I never really had to squeeze it out at all. I just tilted it and it just kind of like fell out. I kind of messed it up a little bit and the cakes aren't the same size. I probably should have trimmed them. Me, rookie mistake. So instead, what I'm going to do is add some white and just make like little big spiders, like the bodies, and then I'll go over it with the black icing afterwards. Now I know why bakers use fondant, whatever you call it. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm gonna show you what I did with the spiders. So they don't look the worst. They also don't look the best. Now I'm going to add the orange. So I'm gonna So I think I'm gonna leave it at that with the cake. I'm gonna put black candles on it. I'll put 5 little black candles and then have the big number 5. But it actually looks okay. It looks homemade, but doesn't look like awful. I do think next year I'm just gonna have his cake made. Or maybe next year I'll take the time to actually do the cake properly. But overall, it's not that bad for my very first birthday Halloween cake. Are you rolling on the carpet? Oh my gosh. If you made it all the way to the end and you were thinking like, wow, this girl has a secret talent that's baking. That's not it, as you can tell. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for bearing with me through all my mistakes. For all my baker friends, I'm so sorry. You're probably seeing me do things that actual bakers don't actually do. So feel free to leave comments, give me tips on how I can make it better for next time. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. And next week I'm actually going to Los Angeles. So if you have any questions for Tavon or just any ideas of things you want us to do, comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.